My beloved child, there is a reason you found this moment today. Out of millions of videos, thousands of voices, and countless distractions, you stopped here. That pause may seem ordinary, but what if it is connected to something much greater than you realize? Before you make any assumptions, stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, and every moment from now on will build toward a discovery that may completely change the way you look at your recent experiences. Have you met someone recently? Perhaps it lasted only a few seconds. Maybe it was a conversation you almost forgot, a smile from a stranger, an unexpected introduction, or someone whose presence stayed in your thoughts longer than it should have. Most people would call it coincidence. They would move on without another thought. But sometimes, the smallest meetings leave the deepest echoes, and those echoes exist for a reason that is not immediately visible. Don't skip, because what comes next may connect pieces of your own story in a way you never expected. Life rarely announces its greatest moments with loud celebrations. More often, they arrive quietly. A simple greeting. An accidental glance. A delayed journey. A different seat. A missed phone call. A change of plans. At first, everything feels random. Yet when you look back later, you realize those tiny moments formed a path that could not have been designed any better. Now think carefully. Was there someone you could not stop thinking about after meeting them? Someone who appeared ordinary on the outside but somehow remained in your heart? Maybe nothing dramatic happened. Maybe there were no grand words or unforgettable promises. Yet something inside you whispered, there is more to this. Listen to that feeling without rushing to conclusions. Not every meaningful connection becomes a lifelong relationship, and not every soulmate journey begins with instant certainty. Sometimes the purpose of a meeting is to help you grow. Sometimes it teaches patience. Sometimes it prepares your heart for the right season. The value is not in forcing a story but in paying attention to what life may be inviting you to learn. Stay till the end because the next part becomes even more surprising. There are moments when your heart notices what your mind cannot explain. You may find yourself remembering tiny details. The way someone laughed. The kindness in their voice. The peace you felt in their presence. Those memories return without invitation, not because they predict the future, but because meaningful experiences often stay with us longer than ordinary ones. Have you noticed unusual timing recently? Perhaps you kept hearing the same advice from different people. Maybe familiar places suddenly feel different. Perhaps opportunities appeared where there were none before. These moments do not automatically point to destiny, yet they can remind us to stay open instead of becoming trapped by routine. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine this for a moment. What if your recent meeting was not meant to answer every question immediately? What if it was simply the opening page of a story that unfolds little by little? Every great story begins before anyone recognizes its importance. The first chapter rarely reveals the ending. That is why patience matters. Many people miss beautiful opportunities because they demand instant certainty. They expect every meaningful connection to arrive with clear signs and immediate answers. But real growth often begins with curiosity rather than certainty. It begins by noticing, learning, reflecting, and allowing time to reveal what cannot be rushed. As you continue listening, think about the people who unexpectedly entered your life over the past few weeks. Which conversations made you smile afterward? Which moments gave you hope? Which encounters encouraged you to become a better version of yourself? Those experiences deserve attention because they reveal how your own heart is changing. Stay till the end. The next revelation may help you see your recent meeting from an entirely different perspective. Sometimes the greatest surprise is not discovering who another person is. Sometimes the greatest surprise is discovering who you are becoming because of that encounter. Perhaps you have become more patient. Perhaps you have become kinder. Perhaps you have started believing that good things are still possible. Those changes matter more than most people realize. A meaningful journey is not measured only by where it leads. It is also measured by how it transforms the traveler along the way. And here is something many people overlook. The right connections often inspire peace instead of confusion. They encourage growth instead of fear. They invite honesty instead of pretending. Whether that recent meeting becomes a lifelong chapter or simply a valuable lesson, its true purpose is revealed through the positive changes it brings into your life. So keep your eyes open. Keep your heart balanced. Remain hopeful without forcing outcomes. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and in the next part, you will discover why certain meetings seem ordinary at first but later become unforgettable chapters in a person's life. That next piece may connect with your own story more closely than you can imagine. Now, pause for just one moment and think about this carefully. What if the recent meeting you almost dismissed was never meant to be forgotten? What if it was placed in your path to awaken something inside you that had been quietly waiting for the right moment? Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and what you are about to hear may completely change the way you remember that encounter. Many people spend years searching for extraordinary signs while overlooking the extraordinary moments already happening around them. They expect life-changing connections to arrive with dramatic introductions, yet some of the most meaningful journeys begin with ordinary conversations. A smile exchanged for only a second. A simple question. An unexpected moment of kindness. These small experiences often become unforgettable only when time reveals their true value. Think about your recent meeting again. Did something about that person feel familiar even though you had never met before? Did you feel unusually calm? Did you notice yourself smiling without knowing why? Perhaps nothing obvious happened, yet something remained in your thoughts. That feeling deserves your attention, not because it guarantees a particular future, but because meaningful moments often invite us to reflect rather than rush. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the greatest clue is not what happened during the meeting. It is what happened afterward. Perhaps you found yourself becoming more hopeful. Maybe you started paying closer attention to the people around you. Maybe you became more grateful for simple moments. Those quiet changes are often more important than dramatic events because they reveal how your own heart is growing. Imagine looking back 1 year from now and realizing that the day everything started looked completely ordinary. That happens more often than people realize. The beginning of a meaningful journey rarely announces itself. It simply arrives, waits patiently, and allows time to reveal its purpose. There is another detail that many people overlook. Meaningful connections often encourage you to become your best self. They inspire patience instead of rushing. They encourage honesty instead of pretending. They remind you to appreciate small blessings instead of constantly searching for something bigger. If a recent meeting has inspired positive change within you, that alone is worth recognizing. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now ask yourself a simple question. Have you been noticing repeated reminders to stay hopeful? Maybe different people have shared similar advice. Maybe familiar places suddenly seem more meaningful. Maybe opportunities are appearing where there were only obstacles before. These experiences do not prove destiny, but they remind us that life often unfolds in ways we cannot predict. Here is something remarkable. Sometimes the person you recently met is not meant to immediately become the center of your story. Sometimes they are meant to remind you that your story is still unfolding. That reminder alone can change everything because it replaces doubt with possibility and replaces fear with hope. Every meaningful journey begins with openness. Every unforgettable chapter begins with one page. Every lasting memory begins with one moment that almost seemed too small to matter. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As you continue listening, remember this: your journey is uniquely yours. Comparing it to someone else's path only distracts you from the beauty of your own experiences. The meeting you had may not look impressive to others, yet its meaning belongs to you alone. Time has a remarkable way of revealing why certain people appear exactly when they do. Perhaps the greatest surprise is still ahead. Perhaps that recent meeting was simply preparing you for an opportunity you cannot yet see. Perhaps it encouraged you to believe again after a season of uncertainty. Perhaps it reminded you that unexpected moments can become unforgettable memories. Whatever the reason, do not overlook the quiet chapters of your life. They often become the stories people remember forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If this message has made you pause and reflect even for a moment, share this video with someone who believes meaningful moments deserve a second look. And if you're enjoying this journey together, subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter, because what comes next connects every clue you've heard so far into an even bigger picture. The next part will uncover why certain meetings seem perfectly timed, why some conversations stay in your heart long after they end, and why the answers you have been searching for may be much closer than you ever imagined. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Picture this for a moment. Imagine waking up one day and suddenly realizing that the meeting you almost forgot was quietly becoming one of the most meaningful moments of your journey. At first, it seemed ordinary. Nothing dramatic happened. Nothing demanded your attention. Yet as the days passed, the memory refused to disappear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next few moments may completely change how you see your own story. There is something fascinating about the way meaningful moments unfold. They rarely reveal everything at once. Instead, they leave behind small clues that only make sense when you look back. A familiar smile. An unexpected conversation. A shared laugh. A simple act of kindness. None of these seem extraordinary on their own, yet together they create a picture that becomes clearer with time. Think carefully. Have you ever wondered why some people enter your life for only a short time but leave a lasting impression? It is not always because of what they said. Sometimes it is because of how you felt while they were there. Peace. Comfort. Hope. Encouragement. These feelings often stay with us far longer than the actual conversation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine that your recent meeting was not the conclusion of a story but the beginning of one. What if that encounter encouraged you to notice opportunities you had been overlooking? What if it reminded you that life still has wonderful surprises waiting around the corner? Sometimes a single moment changes the direction of an entire journey without anyone realizing it immediately. Many people spend too much time searching for certainty. They want immediate answers. They want every question solved at once. But meaningful journeys rarely work that way. Instead, they unfold step by step, allowing each experience to prepare you for the next. That is why patience often becomes one of the greatest gifts you can develop. As you continue listening, think about the changes that have happened inside you since that recent meeting. Have you become more optimistic? Have you found yourself appreciating simple conversations more than before? Have you started believing that unexpected moments can carry unexpected meaning? Those inner changes are valuable because they shape the way you experience every opportunity that follows. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is something most people never notice. Meaningful connections often inspire growth before they bring clarity. They encourage you to become more confident. They help you trust your own journey. They remind you that every chapter of life has value, even the ones that seem quiet. Imagine planting a seed today. Tomorrow you will not see a towering tree. Yet beneath the surface, incredible growth has already begun. The same is true for many important moments in life. Progress often happens where your eyes cannot yet see it. Just because something is unfolding quietly does not mean nothing is happening. That is why your recent meeting deserves thoughtful reflection instead of quick conclusions. Maybe that person reminded you to smile again. Maybe they encouraged you to believe in new possibilities. Maybe they simply appeared at the exact moment you needed a reminder that life is still full of meaningful encounters. Whatever the reason, the value of the meeting is measured not only by the event itself but also by the positive change it inspires within you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now consider another possibility. What if the timing of that meeting mattered just as much as the meeting itself? If it had happened months earlier, perhaps you would not have appreciated it. If it happened much later, perhaps you would have missed the lesson it carried. Sometimes the right moment is every bit as important as the right person. That realization changes everything. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen?" you begin asking, "What can I learn from this experience?" That simple shift opens the door to growth, gratitude, and hope. Every meaningful journey begins with curiosity. Every unforgettable story begins with one unexpected page. Every lasting memory begins with one ordinary day that later becomes extraordinary. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this journey continues, remember that your story is still being written. The chapter you are living today is not the final chapter. New conversations, new opportunities, and new moments are still ahead. The recent meeting may have been the first gentle reminder that your path is moving in a beautiful direction, even if you cannot yet see the entire picture. In the next part, the hidden patterns behind unforgettable meetings will become even clearer. You will discover why certain moments continue returning to your thoughts, why some connections feel unexpectedly important, and why the biggest revelation may still be waiting just ahead. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Before you let this moment pass, take one slow breath and remember every detail you can about that recent meeting. The place. The timing. The conversation. Even the smallest details may seem ordinary today, but sometimes the moments we almost forget become the ones we remember for years. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this may be the piece that brings everything together. Life has an incredible way of connecting moments that seem completely unrelated. One simple decision can lead to a conversation. One conversation can inspire a new perspective. One new perspective can completely change the direction of your future. Looking forward, these moments appear random. Looking back, they often feel perfectly connected. Think about this carefully. How many times have you looked back on your life and realized that one small event quietly changed everything? Perhaps it was a person you met unexpectedly. A place you almost did not visit. A decision you nearly avoided. At the time, none of it seemed extraordinary. Yet today, those moments have become unforgettable chapters. That is why your recent meeting deserves more than a quick memory. It deserves thoughtful reflection. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason certain memories return again and again. Not because they demand immediate answers, but because they encourage deeper understanding. Some experiences quietly ask us to slow down, pay attention, and notice the lessons hidden inside ordinary days. Perhaps your recent meeting reminded you that kindness still exists. Perhaps it reminded you that hope can arrive unexpectedly. Perhaps it encouraged you to believe that meaningful connections are still possible. Those reminders are powerful because they change the way you move through life. They help you notice opportunities instead of obstacles. They help you choose gratitude instead of doubt. They help you welcome new experiences instead of fearing them. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now imagine something remarkable. What if, months from now, you discover that this meeting was only the first page of a much bigger story. What if future events begin connecting in ways that seem impossible to ignore? What if conversations that appear unrelated suddenly fit together like pieces of a puzzle? That possibility is what makes every meaningful journey so fascinating. The beginning rarely explains itself. The middle brings questions. The ending reveals the beauty of everything that came before. As you continue listening, remember that patience is not about waiting without purpose. Patience is about allowing life enough time to reveal what cannot be understood in a single moment. Every meaningful chapter grows stronger when it is allowed to unfold naturally. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Here is something worth remembering forever. The most valuable connections are not always the loudest. They are often the quietest. They inspire peace instead of pressure. They encourage growth instead of confusion. They remind you to become the best version of yourself every single day. If your recent meeting has inspired even one positive change inside your heart, then that experience already carries incredible value. Whether it becomes a lifelong chapter or simply an unforgettable lesson, it has already left a meaningful mark on your journey. Take a moment to appreciate that. Not every gift arrives wrapped in certainty. Some arrive wrapped in possibility. And possibility has the power to transform an ordinary day into an unforgettable memory. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this story continues, keep your heart open to meaningful conversations, unexpected opportunities, and moments that encourage you to grow. The answers you seek may not arrive all at once, but each experience has the potential to reveal another piece of the picture. If this journey has encouraged you to see your recent meeting from a new perspective, share this video with someone who believes that meaningful moments deserve a second look. And if you want to continue discovering the hidden lessons behind life's most unforgettable encounters, subscribe so you never miss the next chapter of this journey. The next part will reveal why certain people appear exactly when they do, why timing can be more important than we realize, and why the biggest surprise connected to your recent meeting may still be just ahead. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you.